Brewster, Washington. Bucket list trip this week for sockeye salmon. Brewster, Washington. It's about 103 degrees out here, and we are going sockeye fishing. 5 days fishing. God's already been on this trip for us. I mean, it just seems like things are just falling into place. Blind trip, never been here, never fished for sockeye. Just threw a dart at the board and said, you know what, we're going. And guess what? God is so awesome. We're gonna get some fish, I hope. Praise your name, Lord. Bless us with a bounty of fish. Most important of all, I pray that we can just bask in your presence and the beauty of your creation. Okay, Mike, tell me about your fish you caught.
So, got one. First one.
What happened? What was so weird about that?
Well, you know, so I was trying to straighten my line out, drop my dodger way back. I probably went 100 feet, and I felt a hit. Started reeling on it. It started taking line a little bit. Got it in, and unfortunately we got this giant net, and that sucker tangled up, so it took a while to get it back out.
Well, I think that was my fault.
It backflipped.
I had a boat coming towards me, and you had fish that you had to take care of, and we almost had a collision. But we got the fish.
We got a fish. We got one fish in here.
I got it in the net.
Oh, we finally got one.
That's a nice fish.
Not bad.
Yeah.
There's some big fish rolling out here.
Oh yeah.
You know, so
we got one.
That's our start. First part of the day, end of the day. But we got a good start on it. We're gonna get our gear figured out and start catching fish.
It's taken a while to figure this out, but I think we might have an idea of what to do. I mean, it's only our first time being up here.
Literally the first couple hours of being up here.
There is a lot to it. Look at that fish just rolled right out there.
Fish are
Right
rolling
out there. We've got one. The skunk's off the boat. Well, the boat ramp is down there, about another 100 yards, and the line goes all the way up there, past the railroad tracks. They're still piling up there. It's been going on since about 2 this morning. Yep, it's a rat race. We've got some coffee going here. On that little stove I just got. We drove 8.5 hours yesterday in northeastern Oregon. The Upper Columbia, as they call it. Look at that. Some good old coffee. I think I can honestly say I don't want to go out there and do any combat fishing this morning. We'll get out there at some point. I think the bite is better in the morning, but I'm still tired from yesterday. I only got 2 hours sleep as usual, and I drove 8.5 hours. Got here at about 11. Nothing like I thought it would be. But you know what? You never know until you get out there and do it. You got to get out here and try. We're camped in a parking lot. And right there, that chair right there is my bed. That's where I slept last night. But it's another day here. It's Friday morning at the Brewster pool, and there's a part of me, I'm not even gonna lie, that wishes I would have went to Baker Lake. A lot more beautiful there, although there's some beauty here. I guess wherever you got salmon, it's like elk. People are wild and crazy, and I must be wild and crazy because look, I'm sleeping in a gravity chair in a parking lot to go catch sockeye salmon, a bucket list fish that I've always wanted to catch. And God is so good. Look at there. It's almost time to go fishing. Day 2, Brewster pool, or Upper Columbia. We got 2 yesterday. We should have had more than that, but we got 2. Just kind of learning the ropes here. It always takes time to do that, to learn the ropes. So let's take what we learned yesterday and see what we can do today. Here we go.
Are we only half alive? Embers drifting in the night, looking, wandering all the time. We see a kingdom. This is not my home. This skin and bone. The daylight will reconcile the dead and the gone. Let the kingdom come. Long have we been on the road, but we don't face these hills alone. Rising from these broken stones, we see the kingdom. Oh, this is not my home. This skin and bone. The daylight will reconcile the dead and the gone. Let the kingdom come.
It's 50 something over there.
Oh,
Yeah, I think we gotta get over there along that
I can see it on your face.
Up there? Yeah. Stay in that 50.
Brother, you've been bearing the weight. Sister, you are more than they say.
And those little boats.
There are whispers of a river
What kind of
flowing in our veins. The hope of the after. Oh, a reckoning day. This is not my home. These aching bones. The fallen, the crucified, arise with the dawn. with skin and bone. The daylight will raise to life the dead and the gone. Let the kingdom come. Let the kingdom come.
Walking on water outdoors. He's fighting a fish over there. Oh, he lost it. That guy right there, good guy. Like and subscribe to his channel if you're coming. You can learn a lot about
Jimmy,
fishing.
fish on, fish on, fish on. Grab.
Walking on water over there. He's hooked up again.
Oh yeah, splash, splash, man, nice and good.
Get him. They got him. Cool.
Thursday, right?
Yeah. Well, here we are, Brewster Pool, Washington, Northern Columbia. It's taken us literally 2 days to figure this out. And we should have been limited out, but we still got a chance. Maybe I can feel comfortable with giving you a play-by-play now, because it's literally, this is combat fishing at its finest. We're talking couple hundred boats and not very big area, all after one thing, sockeye salmon. But I think we got her dialed in after this is day 3. There's a lot to it, and we finally figured it out, so here we go. Fish on, fish on.
That sucker up and finally did. Did he just break off?
He just came off.
Yeah. Son of a nutcracker.
I almost did. If he would have stayed on for another second, I would have had him. I think I'm going to just reel this up. This one on this side is short and skirt. Well, into day 3, and I can't believe it took us 2.5 days to figure out how to catch these fish, but I mean, we caught 2 the first day, we caught 2 the second day. Today we caught 5, and we lost 3, and we had, I don't know how many pull downs. The depth, how many ounces, what, you know, the coon shrimp, the scents. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And these fish are that particular. There's supposedly a couple 100,000. Somebody said maybe 300,000 fish where we're fishing, and they have lockjaw, man. There's a lot of fish in there. You can see them boiling on the water and whatnot, but they're not. They have lockjaw. So figuring out what the right thing to use is the secret. And I think we figured it out a little bit. I mean, there's a lot more to it, but I mean, we could have limited out today. Anyway, I felt good today, and Mike, he's been on fire on the pole. He's caught 5 to my 3, so I should have actually had 2 more, but and he should have probably had 2 more. It always takes 2 or 3 days to figure it out, and when you do, you got to go home. Oh man, it's so frustrating, but once you can dial it in and figure it out, you can catch fish. Well, here it is. This is how I've been sleeping for the last couple nights. This will be my 3rd night sleeping like this. It's a gravity chair. Yes, there's that light up there, but I'm usually too tired to do anything. But here's the boat trailer, and this is kind of what we're living out down there. That's been a lifeline to us, because believe it or not, there's 2 towns here completely out of ice. Now that's hardcore, sleeping in a parking lot just to catch salmon. God's been so good. He's opened doors for us. I mean, we came over here on a whim. We just came over here not knowing anything, and God's opened up every door for us. I mean, it's been awesome. Sometimes you got to do stuff like that and put it in His hands, so you can realize that He's got you. He's on your side. The problem is, are you on His side? Be on God's side. Praise the Lord every chance you get, because we're not promised tomorrow, but we have today. We have today. We're a light wherever we go. We are the light. Jesus is the light in us. Let Him shine through you. Even when times get tough, yesterday was a really tough day for me. I'm sure Mike was like, he was like, this guy is short and tired, not very talkative. And I'm sure he looked over and seen me with my eyes shut several times. Mike's a good brother. He puts up with this brother. That's what makes him a good brother. We're gonna catch fish tomorrow. Let's do it.
So we get any shallower.
Well, here we are. We're at the Brewster pool. Mike, what happened this morning?
We got a good fish bite.
It's kind of a royal circus here. but we got 4 so far, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. And I've lost 2. I think Mike had 1 pole down. So I think we're dialed in. It's only taken 3 days to do it.
Stay tuned for a takedown.
I hope so. We're marking a lot of fish today. A lot of fish.
Fish bite, when it started, it just went early. We had nothing. And I think it's been, what, in the past hour, we've got 4 fish.
Yeah. So they're catching fish all around us. So it's just a matter of time before one of these poles go down. That pole right over there in the back has been going down like a savage. I've had some camera trouble. My GoPro is not working, so it's been a journey. Yeah, they're nice. Okay. Oh, jeez. Well, you just heard Mike catching a fish.
And they're tricking the net.
There he is. Nice fish. Good job, Mike.
Woo. That was a good one. He
Good.
came right back to the boat, but we are in such a school of fish. It's pretty awesome.
Good job. Hey, you caught that on your new rig.
Yep.
Good job.
Those hooks work like a champ.
They do. They're nice hooks.
I'm a believer in the owners. Just don't give up.
Woo. Nice one.
Yeah,
Those are nice fish.
these are beauties. First time I caught my limit.
We got 7 fish. In Washington, you can keep fishing until everything's till we get all the limit. So, Mike. Woo. Yep. I praise the Lord. We got a cooler full of fish.
I got it. Oh, are you kidding me? Kid nailed it. Good job, kid.
Good job. Well, Mike, what are we having for dinner tonight?
We got mule deer backstrap, little potato salad,
And some grapes,
some grapes.
some cookies. How do you like camping in a parking lot?
Well, I kind of opted to sleep in the boat at this point so we can get out fishing earlier. And it's a little bit less generator-ish down there.
Yeah, it's quiet down there.
It's been fun. My first time actually being successful salmon fishing. After another attempt day here, day there.
How many pounds of fish do you think we caught?
Carrying that back, it felt like 25 pounds of meat.
Yeah, 25
I'm
pounds
probably
of fillets.
exaggerating a little bit, but there's a lot. And we still have one morning left.
Just fillets. This is our last night here. You think you're gonna come back?
I would come back. Accommodations will have to figure that out a little bit better because the parking lot's just, it's rough. You don't get any rest.
God kind of opened up doors for us on this trip to make it happen, or who knows, we'd be probably sleeping
We could have been sleeping
on the highway.
Yeah, or on the side of the riverbank.
How many fish did you catch so far? I know you've outfished me.
If I did, it was only by a fish or two. We lost a lot of fish. So I think
we lost a lot of fish. We tried to film, but trouble on with these cameras. But
did we catch 16 fish?
We've caught 16 so far.
Okay. We had a couple of heartbreaking losses that just, they break off, hooks break. The fish freak out when they see the boat. They'll try to jump out of the net after you're trying to get them in it. If we could have filmed the acrobatics that happened with one of those first fish that we caught, the dip net was flipping over. You're trying to get it in there. I'm pulling it, trying to pull it back. It's a super limber rod, and we can't. I mean, we're struggling to get it in there.
Yeah,
that was a mess.
These fish are, they put on a rodeo. That's for darn sure.
I don't know what happened with that fish.
He just wasn't, he seen the boat and he just went absolutely bananas.
Yeah.
And then when he started jerking his head like that, you know, jerking it around, I thought, this ain't good, man.
It wasn't meant to be.
But we should have been limited out about 10 times today. Yeah, I think it'd be an every year trip. I like it. Except I'm not gonna get 2 hours sleep
Before
in
you
2
go.
days.
Right.
I can't do that because I was down. Day 5, Mike.
It's early.
We just lost a fish. Our first fish of the day came off right at the boat. Well, we wanted to film this, but we got our first one this morning, day 5. Mike, you think this is a pretty good morning?
I hope so.
Me too. Well, it already is. Oh, I just rolled right there. We've already, well, we've caught one and lost one. Caught one and lost one. Oh my goodness, Mike, get ready. Well, we've got an update. Day 5, we figured it out. The Lord's blessed us with some nice fish.
The fish bite starts happening. 3 times I almost dropped the coffee.
Yeah. Well, look at that fish screen. I'll show you the schools of fish in here.
Day 5. Fish on. Fish on. That caught it down. Big one. Yeah, seems to be like 23 is a better number, isn't it? He wasn't kidding.
I got this one at 23. I might have to check it.
Yeah, I mean, we could be getting tangled up with grass. That's probably, when you're not getting a bite. Incoming, air raid. This is what happens at 2:30 in the morning to wake you up. It's the start fishing alarm.